Hi, well in this video we're going on a little bit of an adventure. We're heading off to the Netherlands to discover a park in the middle of North Brabant, an area of the Netherlands, and see whether it's suitable for kids, families, and whether or not it's right for you. So come join me and let's see what it's all about. Hi, so today we've come to the Netherlands to what I would class in the UK a Whole Seasons camp, but I'll tell you the proper name because I can't remember it right now. But if you look here, nice little cabin with a deck, chairs. Let's go have a look inside. So, straight into the kitchen. Nice little hob, microwave, a proper oven, let's have a look in it, with shelves and a baking tray. No grill as such, but different country. Sink, utensils, what do you expect? Cafeteria, I cannot never pronounce it. Your bits and pieces. Couple of pans, I don't suppose they're expecting you to do much cooking. Right, well that's where that is. Couple of cups. That. So, where's the plates? I'll check this one, no I haven't. And there's the plates. That makes sense. So, first impressions. Cosy, but more than adequate. So let's have a look in some of the other rooms. See if there's some lights. Oh, that makes it a bit better. The double bedroom, which if you're a parent, I noticed straight away this is the opposite side to the other rooms, which is good. A strange door setup for space, understandable. The right coat hangers in there. There's something there to keep you warm at night, and that's locked, which is understandable because when you go to the other side of it, that's your shower room. But we can have it as ours only. That looks right. Not that you would. So, microwave there. Fridge. Oh. Everything's the other way around. It's cool. Is that freezer? Not cold. Let's check if that's turned on or off. Right. Toilet room. Bedroom number one. Let's turn lights on the scene. That makes much difference, but more than adequate. Small amount of storage, but enough. And the other bedroom, so this has got maybe right, it is the same size, exactly the same inside. Storage, nice little mirror there. There's one there, yeah there is. So nice enough, nothing special, nothing horrendous. There's lights here, there we go. So what do you think? Adequate? Fine. I like the fact that the double bedroom is separate to the children's room. You've got a nice little gap between. There is no TV, which when you're in a foreign country, I don't suppose is a major thing. I bet the Wi-Fi will cost a few pounds, but don't know that for yet. So, We arrived here on Sunday. When we came from Dunkirk, we went via Antwerp, and the road around Antwerp cost us over an hour. So when we got here, because it's Sunday, it closed at 5:30. Every other day it closes at 7, but it was just a quick phone call. They've said where the thing is. The keys were waiting for us. Nice little cleaning kit, so you can have everything ready when you come back, when you leave. And an information packlet. Let's have a look in there. Wristbands, supposed to make sure that you're allowed on the park and the amenities. Map of the park, which you always need, and emergency numbers, etc. Your basic details. So everything you need for your holiday. Yes, there are more expensive cabins, and yes, perhaps in an ideal world we'd go for a more expensive cabin, but we're not in an ideal world. We're just going for a break to the Netherlands, see what it's like, and enjoy it. So hopefully that gives you a good idea what sort of this place is. I know that I believe Four Seasons or Haven do this camp. There's all camps, which I think is the European version of Four Seasons. Prices were the same. We booked through all camps, but it looked as though you was getting exactly the same deal, so I'm assuming that it is the same. Right. So that's basically the caravan. There's parking nearby, but it is pathways to the actual caravan itself, and I will take you for a walk around the camp later. Right, so if you look at the caravan site, it's not one of these places that's just have the caravans next to each other. It's got little pathways going through. That means all the cars are parked on the road near it. When you go along, you'll come across this mini lake, if you like. Doesn't seem to really be set up for usage of any reason. It's got a fence around it, but when you go a bit closer, you'll see that there's a water fountain spout going out of the middle of it. But as the caravan site looks as though it's been recently redone, this could be one of the areas that maybe for next year they're going to be working on to make it more suitable. As you can see there, there's no indication it's to be used for anything, far from it. As you'll see, there's plenty of parking spaces everywhere, so you're never more than 50 feet away from your caravan. It's not bad at all set up, makes it more relaxed feeling to it. But I'm going to take you now to some of the more important parts of the campsite itself. Just at the side here you have what I class as a normal playground area. It's not the only one that they've got on the campsite, but depending on where you are on it, you're going to be near one. Just somewhere where the little kids can go on a slide, a swing, that sort of thing. And now we're coming to the main area of the campsite for the facilities it has, and it's got quite a few for the size of camp it is. Just to the left of us, as we turn now, you'll see in front of us the swimming pool. Now the swimming pool is, there it is, that building there. The swimming pool is actually a fantastic addition to this place. The reason why I say that, it's not just a pool where you go in and swim. There's also next to it water slides, things like a bucket that fills up with water then falls down on top of you, getting you all wet, and the sort of thing you'd expect at a water park. Perfect for the younger kids. The bigger slide that they've got there as well, great for the young teens. As you can see there, quite a little collection in there. Oh, and by the way, in the actual pool itself there's a little section off for toddlers and a baby slide, if you like, a baby water slide. Now as we walk down here, we're coming into the sort of restaurant cafe area. I would say, like any campsite, it's not cheap. You're talking about €20 per person for a pizza. Not brilliant, but it's on camp. You're a good distance away from some other places to eat and whatnot. You can actually, the nearby town does have a pizza place and stuff like that, so it's not millions of miles away. But this particular place, you've got right next to it a little play park for the kids, and I will warn you, it's sand underneath their feet and there's a water part to it. Only a little bit of water there, not a water park, should I say. So that when they come back off there, you are going to need to wash their feet because they're going to be muddy, wet, sandy, whatever. But it's a great place just to sit down, have a drink and watch the kids play. Just opposite there's a kids club. Don't know how good it is. They did a procession through the place which stopped all the people driving around the car, around the park, which was a bit annoying, but there you go. And here we come to the shop. There's limited stuff in there. It's very expensive. You go in, you take what you want, pay yourself at the till, no staff there. Very unusual setup. There was never any milk in there, so that is a warning. They do sell it, but whenever we went past there was no milk for cups of tea or anything. And they won't give you anything at the restaurant bar, little coffee cups. Those little plastic things with a dribble of milk in. The kids enjoyed this, however. After getting off of that sandy park, I said to them, wash your feet. And took them to this. Little lights that shoot up little water things. The kids putting their feet in them, washing them and getting wet and playing and enjoying it. In actual fact, they probably enjoyed this more than you would believe. Absolutely hilarious watching them. A 5-year-old running from one to the other trying to catch the lights. Right, so I'll take you back to our caravan from here to show you the other pathway out of here. There's a few points that you need to be aware of, or may want to be aware of, in this park. Now, they do have caravans, touring caravans, they do have tents pitch up here, and that is what we're walking past now. So if you have got a touring caravan, you can go to the same campsite. To the left is the entrance and exit of the caravan site. If you go on Google Maps, it's not showing this because, as I say, they've redeveloped quite a bit of the campsite. It works on number plates to get you in and out of the caravan site, so you do need to mention it to reception, your details. They'll ask you for automatically. And if you arrive out of hours, you just park outside until the following morning. And another little play park there for the younger kids. And still plenty of parking spaces. You also have, just at the side here, I've gone past it I think actually, you've got somewhere to wash clothes and whatnot, so you don't need to worry about washing and cleaning if you've come tent wise and things like that. As I say, if you look down here, what they've done, they've made each little caravan into its little park area. Yes, you can't actually get your cars parked right next to your caravan, but it looks more relaxed, more inviting. You've not got the situation where you're looking at it and there's a car parked next to you and there's a car parked in front of you and things like that. It's more of a relaxed feeling. So if you want to have a barbecue on the grass, take your barbecue, stick it on the grass or whatever. I'm not necessarily saying you would do that, but certainly it gives you that more feeling that you could do. I know that some were having barbecues, but I'm not sure whether they came with their particular caravans or not. And yes, it was an extremely bright day. Even with the sunglasses on, I was squinting under them. Fantastic day, in fact. So, what do I think to this place? It's very much the European version of the Four Seasons. There's bits and pieces to do. As far as I can say, there's no real entertainment. There is a kids club, there's a swimming pool, there's a water park of sorts next to it, and next to the bar itself, so the kids can play about in there, there's a sand stroke water area. So there's bits and pieces to do. Is it located near anything? Not so far. Is it okay? Yes, no problems whatsoever. It's one of those places that seems to have a lot of things going for it, and if it was closer to a resort or a location that you wanted to be, well, you'd be probably paying an awful lot more for it. Would I come again? For the park itself, probably yes. For the location, maybe not so much. Because it's one of those places that, yes, it's got things going for it as it is, but things like, for example, when you go to the on-site cafe, restaurant, a pizza for one person, and you're talking a couple of pence shy of €20. You go to the shop, we've been 2 days running, no milk. What they have there, not so great. There was some croissants in packs, there's bits and pieces in packs, but there's nothing major. To give you an idea, we bought a pizza from there to do, well, we bought a few pizzas for the first night because we just didn't have anywhere else to go, and we weren't going to be prepared to pay, with 5 of us, over £100 just for one meal. So we got some pizzas from there and they were nearly £5 each. So it's not cheap like any shop of this nature. Anyway, you know where the subscribe button is, you know where the next video is. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye for now.